Let's run application, connect to the OpenAI. Hello,
Hey there, how can I help you today?
what's the population of United States?
As of my last update in April 2023, the population of the United States was estimated to be around 322 million people. For the most current figure, you might want to check an official
Okay,
and
that's it.
you're welcome. If you have any more questions, feel free.
Could you count down from 10 to 1?
Sure thing. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
Okay,
5.
that's it. Thank you.
Great. If you need anything else, just
Bye.
give me a shout.
Hey guys, in this video I will show you how to use OpenAI Real Time API. I attended the OpenAI development day a few days ago in San Francisco. They released a real cool API, which is the OpenAI Real Time API. So I already created some sample, like how to use this one by the Python and the Twilio, because the Twilio could take care of the stream, so that will be much easier. In this video, I will focus on the iOS version because I want to talk with the hardware directly. I don't want anyone to take care of the stream stuff. So this is very difficult, but finally I got it working. I was trying to find something in the internet, but I cannot find that one. So I hopefully this will be the first one for the real-time API on the iOS device. I use the Swift. I use Xcode. The code is Swift code. So you guys could take a look. First thing, let me show you this diagram. This diagram about how this get working. So OpenAI Real-Time API using the WebSocket connection is not the traditional HTTP request reset for HTTP request. It's a WebSocket, so it could continually receive the message and send the message back to the client side. So the core idea is event stream driven. So every time when we get a little bit audio, we compile that to a JSON object and send that JSON object to the OpenAI. OpenAI gets that and process that. Probably it will join the previous chunk and get a response back to the client side. And all of this happening on the WebSocket channel, not the HTTP request. So user send the event and the OpenAI send the response event. So yeah, here is the content for this video. I will show that is the system overall view. I will show you the Swift code. I will do the demo. So like the beginning of this video, I show you that demo. Let's start. Okay. There one more thing I'm missing. I think the most important one is this could be interrupt. I mean, if the answer you find, the answer is not real I want, so you could stop that. You could ask another question again. You don't need to wait the OpenAI read all the response. So this is a very cool feature. Even the Siri not working like this. So basically, this demo could behavior the same as Siri, but it's much more advanced. It could interrupt that. For the Siri, you have to say, okay, hey Siri, you have to stop, something like that. But this one you don't need to do that. You could just ask another question immediately, even the previous question not get fully answered. Okay, so let's start over here. Just like I mentioned, the hardware, the microphone will collect the audio a little by little, like every millisecond, it will get some audio information. After you get the information audio, it will compile that to a JSON object, each one like a JSON object. So it will send one by one, and OpenAI will respond one by one. You will compile this together. You will merge this together and play that. All this happen on the iPhone. You don't need the Twilio. You don't need a Twilio to take care of the stream to convert that. All this happen in your local machine, in your local iPhone. Okay, I will show you the code. Here is the main workflow. Before I show you the code, here is the main workflow. I will talk about. So this is the demo. So first thing we need to connect the OpenAI. We need to create the WebSocket connection. This is when you click this button, we just click the create the connection. How do I know this? That's all on the OpenAI. This is all on the OpenAI documentation. You can find the documentation over here. Over here, you can find the documentation over here. But keep in mind, this one will change. Here is the documentation. This one will change every day, almost every day during I working on this demo. The first day I found there is something wrong, but the next day I found they already fixed that. Or the first day I found something not working, so but the next day they fixed that. Okay, here is the full documentation. The most important one is this page. This is the event I talk about. I did not implement all these events. I should, but I don't have enough time to implement all of them. I will demonstrate some most important one in my code. Okay. Okay, let's go back to here. Let's go back to here. Okay. So first thing, we create the WebSocket. After that, OpenAI will send say, okay, the session created. This small one is just a little chunk. So the OpenAI, the client side will say, okay, the session already created, so please update that session. It will provide the system prompt and some configuration. I will show you later. After that, it will keep send the audio. This is the audio. We don't do the speech to the text on your iPhone. Everything you need to do, just collect the audio and send that back to the and send it back to the OpenAI. Just click the audio and send it to the OpenAI. After OpenAI gets that, the OpenAI will get the response and send the response back to the client side. All this is a JSON format, and there is a one field like the data, which is the real audio. It's a base 64 string, so you need convert that to the stream, and then you can play that. During this process, you could keep talking. So once you keep talking, even the response not get fully response, you also could talk. This is what I talked about, the interruption. You could interrupt anytime you want. So once you send any new voice or send a new audio or a new sentence or whatever, it will OpenAI will say, okay, we will stop this one and reprocess your new request. Okay, this is how is the interruption get working. Let's go back to the source code. Maybe it's easier to explain over there. First thing we need one library. This library will take care of the very low level hardware stuff, like take care of the audio connect, something like that. So this here is the UI. The UI is pretty simple, just one button, and once we get a response, we display this message. We also play the audio. Okay, so when you click this button, you will go to here. Here is where we create the session, create the collection. So we will create the collection based on this endpoint. This is api.openai.com. So we will create the session. Of course, you will add your token, your OpenAI API key over here. The next one you need. The next one you need. After you create the connection here. After you create the connection, we have a global variable which is a socket. This one will take care of the WebSocket stuff. Just send that to send everything from the based on the WebSocket. Okay, so this is how we handle the collection. Once we have the collection created, we don't need to do anything. We just waiting for the response. If the server side responds something, this is pretty much the WebSocket protocol. It's say, oh, it's get a ping message, get a home message. That's all the WebSocket level. There's nothing to do with the OpenAI. So if we got something like a text, if the text transfer to the client side based on this WebSocket channel, this one we need to take care because this is some real message from the OpenAI. So we have the method to process that. So you can think about it's probably just some switch and a case based on the event. Right now I don't use the switch and the case statement. I use the if statement. I probably will change this. This is not a very good style. So like I mentioned in this PowerPoint, once we have the session created, once we create the session, OpenAI will send the session created event. So this is here we have. Once we have the session created, we will send a response to OpenAI. Say okay, update the session. To update the session, we have there's some parameter like instruction. This kind like of the system prompt. This one is a voice. You can change to different voice. You couldn't look into the OpenAI documentation for all this parameter. They have better explanation for this parameters. Okay, temperature, something like that. Let's go back to this session get created. Once the session got created, you don't need to do anything. You just waiting for you could speak, you could talk, and the message will send to the OpenAI. We have another library. It's a record audio manager. This will take care of this will connect the audio and send it to the OpenAI server. Let's continue this one. So once the OpenAI get any response, they will send the audio data. This type. This data type is like a chunk for each response. I mean, once they have the response, they cannot send just one. They need to send one by one, a little bit, a little. So once you got that one, you just play that. we have another class. This class will take care of that. Will play the audio. Um, there's something. They have two type of very important in message. One is the audio, another one is the another one is a text transcript. This one is a text. So after they got your message, after you got your voice, they will process that and they will give you something feedback. So if you ask, for example, if you ask what's your name, so it will respond the text back to the client side. Make sure they understand what you are asking. We don't do the speech like I mentioned. We don't do the speech to text on the local side. It's all happen on the open AI side. The open AI will take care of that. Will get the audio and convert that to the text and send back the text to you, so you can verify that is right or not. It also send the audio to you. You can play the audio. After everything done, it will send you the full answer. It will get you the answer. This is the output. Like if you ask what's your name, so it after all audio send back to the client side after the real name, like the name is Frank. Like if you ask what's your name and the answer is Frank, so it will after everything gets answered, after all audio get played, it will send us Frank this text back to the front end, like I like the demo at the very beginning of this video. So here, let's show you this guy. So it will display your question over here, and it will display the answer over here. And during this process, you will hear the response. Okay. There is something I need to mention because something is very difficult. I take a few days to figure out. It drives me crazy. So the first one is about the record. I do try a few library. The first one I try is the AV audio record. This one is working, but the problem is this one not able to remove the echo. So once you ask the question, it will OpenAI will send your response, and it will play with your speaker. So the microphone will also collect the audio from the speaker. That means you will create like a data loop. You keep asking, they keep collect the new audio. It will keep interrupt. So this one not working. Then I take another day. I try this one. This one also not work. Finally, I use this one. This one working. This one could reduce your noise, reduce the noise, and also will remove the echo. So this one finally get working. Let's go over here. Let's explain this one. First, I just initialize this object, this class, this audio unit class. Okay, it's over here. Let's start record audio. I call it start record audio. Actually, it's just record one by one, not record the whole audio. So once it's recorded, one more thing I need to mention is this one. This one is very important. This sample rate is very important. By default, it's not 24,000. It's a different one. So you have to set this one to 24,000. Otherwise, it's not get working. So you need to use this format. OpenAI documentation specifically talk about this one. And the first day I did not see this parameter. They did not talk about this one. So I try another of different route but not working. But the next day they update their documentation. They say, oh, you only have to use this one. I think maybe someone get the same problem. After that, after you got something from your microphone, you will compile that, you will convert that to base 64. After everything get ready, after the buffer get full, so you need to generate this object, like the type equal append and the sequence number. You need to send them sequence number. If you do not send the sequence number, they will when they merge, OpenAI merge this chunk, it will get some problem. You will not get the result you want. So once you got everything, sorry, okay, what you get once you get this thing, you will call this method send one data. This will send one chunk to the OpenAI. So this is where we send the message to the OpenAI. Okay, this one is the WebSocket. WebSocket will write this JSON object. You have a JSON object ready, then we will convert the JSON object to a JSON string and push to the server side. This is pretty common way to do that. Okay, this is how we collect the audio and make the payload for the OpenAI based on the audio you connected. Here, this one is a very easy one. This one just play the audio. Once you got anything from the OpenAI, here we have that. Once you got anything from the OpenAI said, oh, this response, the response audio, you got a little bit array, so you got that one and start to pay that one. That is how it's working. So this is all code we have. So basically we have three classes. One is take care of the OpenAI protocol. Another one is take care of the audio, recorded audio. Another one is play the audio. So once you have something, once you get interrupt is over here. So once we got the interrupt, once OpenAI say, oh, you are trying to rephrase your question, or you are trying to ask a new question, so it will send this command, this type of the event. So after we got this event, I just need to clear what I already received. If not get play, I don't need it get pay. I don't want to get it play. I want to remove that. I want to get some new stuff to play. So this one take care of that part. This one take care of the interruption. Okay, that's I think that pretty much all for the source code. I will update the source code to upload the source code to the GitHub, so you guys can take a look. If you have any question, just let me know. Now let me show you how this gets working. I already deployed this one to my iPhone, so I can there are more events you could take a look. I don't, like I mentioned, I did not implement all of them, so you can, if you want to implement all of them, you can take a look here. Okay, now let's try. I have my iPhone over here. I already deployed this one. Let's do it. Let's run application, connect to the OpenAI. Hello?
Hey there, how can I help you today?
What's the population of United States?
As of my last update in April 2023, the population of the United States was estimated to be around 322 million people. For the most current figure, you might want to check an official.
Okay, that's it.
You're welcome. If you have any more questions, feel free.
Could you count down from 10 to 1?
Sure thing. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
Okay,
5.
that's it. Thank you.
Great. If you need anything else, just
Bye.
give me a shout.
I think that's pretty much all for this video, for this demonstration. In next video, I probably will do the same thing on the Android. So I will show you the code for the Android. I will use the Java to create the same demo. Yeah, and probably I will do another one for the C#. That one will be use the computer. It will use the PC, Windows 10 or Windows 11. We don't need to use the Android or iOS device. Okay, I think that pretty much all for this video. If you guys like my video, please subscribe and click and like it. Thank you. Bye.